Good morning, dear students. Let us continue our lesson 6, the great preachers like Buddha and Mahavira. Among that, we almost today we will complete that based on this class. We will complete the first religion emerged during the 6th century. It was Jainism. Almost up to spread of Jainism we studied up to in our last class. Next is Jain literature. The Jain literature that includes both religious texts and the books on secular topics as sciences, history and grammar. Not only religious based books, scientific based and historical books, also grammar books were there related as the Jain literature. The teachings of Mahavira, we studied the teachings of Mahavira, Himsa, his poems we studied. What about he believed upon God and also caste system, karma and rebirth, like that way the teachings we studied. It was almost contained in 14 books. That was totally, these 14 books were known as Purvas. Remember, 1 mark question. The 14 books of Mahavira's teachings are known as Purvas. Another book it is the Angas, and their subparts also were there. Like as we studied Vedas, its subparts we studied, no, like that way. Another book was Angas. It had subparts are there. It was called as Upangas. Remember, so Angas and Upangas that form an important part of Jain literature. So once again remember, Purvas, Angas and Upangas are the greatest part of Jain literature, and these texts were written in the language of Prakrit. You listen once again, Prakrit language used. This language was known as the common man's language. Prakrit actually the common man. So the common man also knew very well they can understand and identify whatever mentioned there in the books of or the teachings of Mahavira in the Angas, Purvas and Upangas. So these are the contributions in the field of literature. And next is Jain architecture. Jains constructed a number of temples and monasteries. Monasteries means the saints, those who were settled, that is known as monasteries. Jain monks or saints, sannyasis, they were lived together and settled. That center it is known as monasteries. The gigantic structure of Bahubali, that is otherwise known as Gomadeshwara at Shravanabelagola in Karnataka, one of the greatest contribution related as the Jain architecture. The Dilwara temples at Mount Abu and the Jain tower at Chittor, that is in Rajasthan, are the best examples of Jain architecture. Remember students, both of this one, the Dilwara temple at Mount Abu and Jain tower at Chittor, both one in Rajasthan, in the state of Rajasthan. The most famous holy place of Jains, it was known as Palitana in Gujarat. Inside India, the most famous Jain holy place, it is known as Palitana in Gujarat, which has more than 800 temples are there inside that place. More than 800 temples, small, big, 800 temples are there. Listen students, many more 1 mark questions are there. The South Indian gigantic structure, Gomadeshwara, it is at Shravanabelagola in Karnataka, and other temples, Dilwara temple, Jain tower, also the famous for Jain means their pilgrim center or famous for holy place or pilgrim center, it is Palitana. It was situating in Gujarat. These points are very important for 1 mark question. You can expect to read the textbook very well. Okay, and the last topic of Jainism is decline of Jainism. Many more reasons are there for the decline of Jainism. Jainism was not patronized by the contemporary rulers. Only we studied some of the rulers like Chandragupta Maurya and King of Kalinga, Kharavela. Those kings only followed this one. Anyway, many more rulers didn't followed Jainism. Jainism had to compete with Buddhism, which became more popular. Comparing with Jainism, Buddhism became more popular. Both of these religions were emerged at the same time. Jainism advocated equality of men, but it could not totally do away with the high and low positions in society. First they told equality of men and women and all, but it was not at all followed completely. And the last reason, during the Gupta period, Hinduism was revived and Jainism was confined to a few areas. Means because of these two religions, Buddhism and Jainism, anyway, both this time Hinduism also revived by many more persons and all. They were changed, some of the practices, whatever there, it was changed and by their effort and all. So Hinduism again took its own position there in the society. So these are considering as the reasons for the decline of Jainism. Okay, one question answer is there. Fifth question, what are the reasons for decline of Jainism? So read the textbook after watching the video. Okay, thank you.